Hello, hello, hello. Okay, this is the PookieWooze Bloom part 3, but that's only because I had to delete the first two videos. So, we are going to start out with our base of white. I'm not going to put a ton on. Maybe a little more than that. Okay. Like that. Okay, about that much on there. And then normally what would happen is you would go in with your colors. And you would have this and you would drizzle it in the center and do that with 3 or 4 different colors. And from there you would put your cell activator on it afterward. My cell activator, I'm going to be using white Amsterdam titanium white with water. And what's going to make this different from other blooms is that rather than drizzling on in a dot in the center, I'm going to be doing a pour in the center. The pour that I'm going to do in the center has blue sparkle, purple, pink, and blue. Now you'll see that there are quite a few bubbles in there, so I will have to torch it as time goes on. But for the moment, instead of drizzling a bullseye in the center, I'm actually simply going to do a straight pour. So here we go. And we will see what happens as we go from there. Oh, good. I'm getting some good variety here. Well, I have a tendency to pull toward myself rather than stay in the center, so I need to remember to do that. Oh, and we're getting the same problem I had with the last time I did this. We're getting too much blending of the colors. They're not staying overly separate unless I go very quickly. So let's pour a little bit more quickly. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now this is a lot more paint than you would normally have for a bloom, but this bloom is going to be on glass, which doesn't really adjust much. What does adjust is the fact that this is a 12-inch, I think it's an 10 by 12, I think, size of piece of glass. So we are going to have to be a little bit more careful to make sure that we have everything that we need in the middle. As you can see, that was not the middle. So here we go. Once we get this back stretched to where it needs to be, I will go back in and I will add my cell activator. Actually, first I will do the torching and then I will add the cell activator. So, and when we do the spinning, it'll have to be in the other room because, as you can see, it won't spin here. So we do have to be a little bit more careful that way as well. So we're gonna tip that direction a little bit. We're gonna bring it back. Tip the other way a little bit. So this is almost like a straight pour bloom instead of a pure bloom. So we will put on, oh, sorry, we're going to have to torch first. Before we do that, I have to find my torch. Ah, there it is. There we go. There goes all those little bubbles. Anything else? I think we're good. Okay. All right, I think we are good. So in order to do the bloom portion, we are going to do the cell activator and the blowing here in this room. And then I'll have to pause and take you to the other room in order to do the spinning, because the other room has the larger spinner. So here we go. We're going to get that out of the way so it doesn't tip. Okay, so here we go. It's my white cell activator. There we go. All right. And now to do the blooming part. This is where we come in with a blower and we make it into the shape of a flower, after which time we will spin it. So here we go. Oh, look at this. Okay, I'm seeing some gorgeous flower petals here. And I don't know if you can see yet, but in here, we're starting to see some beautiful lacing from the cell activator. I'm gonna blow just a hair more, see if I can get some of that moving elsewhere. People will frequently use a straw, but apparently my lungs don't like that. So I am just going to use my blower very judiciously. There we go. Okay. So this is the beginning of where we will spin from. It looks like I might have to add some flow extender around, because in here I can see this is going to roll over itself really easily. So I'm going to throw a bit more pillow down on the outside of it. Don't touch it. There we go. Oh, this is going to be way too much paint, but you know what? I'd rather have too much than not enough. And frankly, I think that's the better way to go at this point in time. So here we go. We're going to take this. We're going to maybe take a bit of a toss at embellishing. Oh, looks like we need to fire it again first. Whoop. There we go. This is such a beautiful purple periwinkle color. Oh, I just love it. Okay, so let's get this to come through here a bit. There we go. Okay, and let's start with our embellishments. Hang on, I'm going to fill that hole in too. Okay, let's start with our embellishments over here. I'm going to do this. I am recording a video and we are doing embellishments on my painting. There we go. Oh, that is going to be gorgeous. Love it. Alrighty, I think I have it in the center. Let's just cover right to the edges here to make sure nothing's going to stick. There we go. Can't wait to see how this spins out because it is looking gorgeous. So, just to recap, with a regular bloom, you've got your pillow paint, which is this white. Then you have your other paints, either tube paints, bottle paints, pigments, whatever you want to use to create this colorful mixture in the center. And what I did different is I poured it instead of drizzling it down onto my canvas, or in this case on my glass. There we go. Okay, and I will spin it in a sec. Okay, so here we are. I think we're pretty centered here on my big spinner, my 24-inch Lazy Susan in my kiddie pool. Oh, this is glorious. I'm watching as the cells develop in the center here. The nice thing about lubricating the works underneath the Lazy Susan is that it will spin pretty much forever if you want to let it. Okay, you don't have to spin hard, which is nice. Okay, look at all of this that came off already. Wow. Okay, let's spin the other way. Okay, so let's clean off the edges here. Oh yeah, did I mention way too much paint? I definitely have to learn how to calculate how much paint is needed in order to do this. And that's probably why people don't do the pour and blow. They do the drizzle and blow because they know they don't need that much paint. But I want to try something different. And by goodness, I'm going to do something different. Okay. Okay, and I just stuck my hand in a whole pile of wet paint. Okay, so I'm going to give it one more good spin. Okay, that was a weenie spin, but that's okay. It'll work. Okay. I love this. The colors are phenomenal. The frame that this is going into is kind of a pewter color. I don't dare pick it up because my hands are all painty, and I don't want to do that. But look at this. We've got some gorgeous lacing in here and over here. Oh, looks like little butterfly wings off to the side. And here as well. The colors are rich. And when it's dry, I will post a photo of it so you can see it in a better light. The light in this room is quite a bit yellower, as you can tell from the light in the other room. But here it is. This is the work of art. And can you see? I don't want to drop it, so there you go.